This morning we woke up, went downstairs, grabbed a coffee in our hostel and decided to ask ChatGPT to give us the best day in Portland. We did add our own parameters though because we still have a budget to stick to. In just a few seconds the artificial intelligence spat out an entire day itinerary with places to go, places to eat, what to eat specifically in those places. So today we are finding out if AI is as good as they say. Welcome to the best day in Portland according to artificial intelligence. First stop is to take a bus to a bookstore. I'm not really sure why, but we're trusting technology on this one. Did a little bit of Googling. Apparently this store was started in the 70s in Chicago by Michael Powell. And then his dad went to work for him, loved it so much that he brought it here to Portland and just kept expanding. So the idea is that it's new books and old books on the shelves together, which hadn't really been done before. So the concept exploded and now it's like a tourist spot. There's hats and jumpers and everything that you can buy.
This is huge. This is like a library.
It's multiple stories.
I'm blown away by how many books there are here. Just in the cookbook section, you can get like Seinfeld, Friends, Star Wars, Star Trek cookbooks, which I'd never heard of before, but every single one of them's here. It's nuts. This library is so big that they have their own map. All of books. There's not only books, but there's like a full cafe, a board game, sitting areas. It is blowing my mind that this is just one bookshop.
I guess it does have the title of the largest independent bookshop in the entire world, so it'd have to be pretty big.
Just some light reading.
That would have been really cool to look in. We'll have to come back another day. I have to say, the public transport system here in Portland is awesome. It's probably the best one we've come across in the whole world. You pay $2.50 per trip and you can just scan your debit or credit card and it goes through straight away. But once you do 2 trips per day, you're maxed out and you automatically go to a day trip and you can ride as much as you want. It's such a good system. Looks like ChatGPT has done us well again.
This park is insane. I can't believe it's this close to the city and the trees are bloody huge.
We've come here because there is a rose garden here and the City of Roses is one of the many nicknames that Portland has. Apparently someone really liked roses back in the day and everyone kind of got around it and planted more.
Is that all it was?
Yeah,
Someone just liked them?
Yeah. Well, that's from what I read. And that's even a pretty good nickname story. Some of them just, I don't understand.
What's another one?
One of them's Rip City.
Rip it and stick it. Is that a cool thing?
But it came from a guy hitting a half-court shot and the commentator saying, Rip City! That's it.
That's a weird one.
Another one of the nicknames for Portland is Stumptown, and that was really just because back in the day when they were expanding so rapidly, they were cutting down trees and they found it was easier to just cut them down and leave them there than it was to rip them out at the roots.
So there's just a bunch of stumps around?
Yeah, well I'm assuming like it was like a forest.
Wow.
And now there's just stumps. Apparently locals use them to jump across when it's too wet. Like if there's puddles, they just jump across the stumps.
Like stepping stools.
Yeah.
I guess this would probably be better in spring because there are no roses right now. It's literally all been trimmed, so it's just a bunch of sticks in the ground.
We can use our imagination. Wow, so pretty.
Has over 10,000 rose plantings. It would be very cool in spring.
I guess artificial intelligence didn't account for the season that we're in. Still cool, I get it. I get why it would be a place to go.
This is definitely one of the biggest parks we have ever been to, and the next stop is going to be the smallest.
Which is really far away, so we're gonna have to get another bus back to almost where we started. I'm pretty surprised that artificial intelligence couldn't lay it out in a way that was easy to follow.
And this is Mills End Park, aka the smallest park in the world.
Normally areas and parks are usually measured in like square meters, square kilometers. This one's measured in square inches. And there's not many of them. That was a really quick one. Thankfully, the next spot is actually gonna be food. Portland's kind of known for its food trucks and they're littered all over the city. But when they come together, they're known as pods. ChatGPT recommends trying to find a good pod.
They recommend a specific one as well. So let's go there.
The food trucks we were going to go to had a lot of different options, like Egyptian and Korean and all sorts, but made us feel a little bit anxious. It might not have been in the best part of town, so plan B was going to go to the brewery, which is the next stop. Thank you, ChatGPT, and we're going to get food there.
We have come to 10 Barrel Brewing, which is where ChatGPT suggested to come for a beer. I think we're going to eat here as well because we're both starving. We have treated ourselves to a burger each, our first American burger experience, and Jordan is getting a beer which happens to be brewed, like legitimately right here.
I went for the bartender's recommendation of a beer. It's called Yeah. Apparently it's been really, really popular lately. So when we add the amount that we are normally tipping here, which we're still kind of confused about, this is going to work out to be almost 50 American dollars. So 75 Australian dollars. It's 75% of our daily budget. America's expensive. Fruitier than expected, but good.
First American burger looks great. Those fries are already great. Ketchup.
Smells good, baby.
Oh my god. I'm so glad we didn't eat at the food trucks. This is amazing. If you don't put fries on your burger, what are you doing? The next thing ChatGPT has suggested is an NBA game, which we're super excited for, but that's not till tonight, so we're gonna go back to our posh hostel and waste a few hours. Normally, coming back and hanging out at a hostel isn't something we tend to do or vlog, but staying at the Lolo Pass, it has elevated the word hostel for us. So our room is so clean and light and airy and bright that we feel comfortable and happy staying in here. It's definitely more of a hotel room, but on top of that, all of the communal areas are so well done. So there's this huge kitchen that if we didn't eat massive burgers, we would be cooking lunch in. And downstairs, there's an art gallery and the whole like cafe and bar thing. I can't get over the fact that this is actually a hostel, not a boutique hotel.
They also do things every night. There's always something on. Tonight is one of the nights we would have really loved to go. They're actually doing trivia. We do have the NBA tickets, but just for booking here, they gave us a welcome drink ticket. So before the NBA, we're gonna go downstairs and grab a drink for free.
Considering this day was planned by artificial intelligence, it was almost a perfect day for us. There was like a bookshop, so something a bit quirky, some outdoor hiking nature stuff, amazing food and drinks, and now an NBA game. I'm so impressed with how well ChatGPT planned our day. And free beer. No complaints here. This is the hostel, and it's like a bar and cafe for everyone as well. But it's so nice down here. So much greenery. Honestly think this is the best hostel we've ever stayed at.
It's time to go to the NBA.
final score here at Motor Center tonight. New York Knicks 123.